Hello, you guys. Welcome back. This is JJ. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing well. Happy Monday. I know I've been off YouTube for a while. I haven't been uploading as often as before just because there's been a lot going on in my house. As you guys can hear, I'm doing something here with the computer. You can hear the clicks. There's a lot going on. But thank you to all of you who have been booking with me coaching sessions, Reiki sessions. Those of you who also joined the Reiki class certification level 1, you guys are amazing. The class will be on September 10th. And let's see, what do we want to do today? So some announcements. I should be uploading more often. My kids are back in school. They started today. As you guys can tell, like my energy is like, it's good. It's good. I can go back to my regular programming for my things. Those who are moms or those who are fathers, those who are parents, right? Or those who were like having the kids right now for summer. There's what is it called? This beetle, this green beetle. Trying to come into my window, That's money. That is abundance. That is prosperity, right? Those are those green bugs. I don't know. I don't know what they're called. They're just beetles. They're green. And they're like fluorescent kind of color. Yeah. That one is trying to come in. So I'm going to pull an archetype card here for each pile. And then I'm going to pull live as I am going through each pile. I haven't done that in a while. But because I don't have my kids at home right now, I have more time to just allow more time for myself here on the videos. So this might be a little long. Who knows? Like always, timestamps, how to book a reading, how to join the class. All of that is always in the description box below. Thank you very much if you are already subscribed to the channel. If you are not and you would like to be, hit that subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who like, comment, and share. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for all the ups and downs that go with, with creativity in general, right? And just life. There's been a lot of things going on in life generally for everyone speaking, but let's see. What do we have here? You guys know I have a cat, so if you hear that cat, that's what that is. Okay, and we have here, the last one is teacher. Very interesting. Have you guys had crazy dreams? I've been having crazy dreams. I mean, besides I have a moon in Pisces, so my dreams are usually tend to be like very crazy. But my dreams have been crazy. Last night's dream was even crazier. I had a dream with a friend that I usually always tell this person like, hey, you were in my dream. They were in my dream. And so I'm like, wait, what's going on? And the weird part is that we were all in a classroom. And in the classroom, the teacher was like, okay, everybody sit exactly how you see your name on the list. And so I was supposed to be sitting next to this friend of mine. And I remember that when it came to sitting down, the teachers are like, oh, no, not you. There's a special chair for you. And I was like, oh, okay. And so my friend was looking at me kind of like, wait, where are you going? And the teacher goes, okay, now you're sitting here in the teacher seat where the teacher sits. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was looking at my friend, and my friend goes, you were supposed to be sitting here next to me. And I was like, yeah, apparently I'm not there. I'm like at the teacher seat now. But, it's just a crazy, crazy ass dream. Because we were in a spaceship or something like that. I don't know, you guys. It's just crazy, crazy stuff. I mean, we can blame my moon in the 8th house for that, and my moon in Pisces, or my moon in Aquarius Vedic if you want to do that. But okay, now I'm ranting. I think I'm just excited to be back here. But okay, let's see. So I want you guys to pick between mediator, God, or teacher. Remember that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Something doesn't fit, just let it go. Let it go. Don't force it to fit, okay? Not every video is going to resonate with you, and that is okay. That is fine. But let's get started with mediator. Oh, but before we do that, what is this video about? I don't know. Whatever spirit wants to bring through for you. My intention is, what do you need to know at this time? For many of you, you're going to be taking action in something. That's a collective message. You're going to be taking action in something. And they're saying the time has come. Prosperity lies ahead. There's something that you're going to have to take a practical approach in. And I know a lot of people are, and I've been seeing this in my coaching sessions, a lot of people are preparing to launch something, to tap into something, to go towards something. This could be like, for example, maybe you are teaching something. Maybe you just, decided to start your own business, or, you decided to go after a career that you want. So now you're having to kind of work things out, like schedule wise your career. What university do I want to go to? What company do I want to do my internship in? Like, there's a lot of that going on a collective level. So be patient with yourself, I feel, at this time. Know that, if you feel like you're going at a slow pace or at a snail pace, know that it's okay. Know that you're using this time to plan things out. You're using this time for other things that might need your attention more importantly than something else, okay, than what you were doing before. And that's something that you're going to learn as you start, in life in general. There's always going to be those pauses or those times where you're like, oh, I was doing this so often, or I was going at this like on a daily, and then all of a sudden you take a step back. But that's okay. That's because you're having to look at something, you're having to revisit something. And Jupiter is retrograde, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So there's going to be a lot of that, a lot of looking at our projects, looking at the things that we want to create or expand on our creativity, and seeing like what adjustments do we need to make as well. Are we expressing ourselves authentically, or is there something here that I need to work on, or just be more authentic to me, right? That type of energy. Yeah, and it's been difficult. It's been tough, for sure. And I feel like your guides are wanting you to be confident at this time. But yeah, that is the collective message. I know it was kind of long, but I will see you in your selected pile. Bye. If you chose the meteor, this is your pile. Hi, you guys. You might have heavy Libra. Okay, you might have heavy Libra in your chart. We do have here the light attributes being gift for negotiating, fairness, strategy in personal and professional life, respect both sides of an argument. The shadow attribute is negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. Again, be very careful who you're making contracts with. Be very careful who you are negotiating with, okay? I don't know. There's something about that is coming through. That is a Scorpio side of me trying to be like, just be careful who you shake hands with. But, on a more spiritual aspect, I feel like there's a need for more balance in your life. Okay. There's a need for more balance. I feel like there might be a lot of disputes that might be coming up. Don't let ego get in the way as well. I'm also seeing here with these contracts or these negotiations that you're going to be making, really learn to see the other person's perspective. Even though you might not agree with them, your guides are saying at least try to see their side of the argument or of their story, okay? And respect the fact, and we were just talking about this. Who was I talking with about this? My friend. We were just talking about how, we sometimes think we don't hurt someone, and we might think like, oh, what I did wasn't such a big deal, right? But it takes a lot from someone to be like, you know what, I understand that you felt that way. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel that way, but I understand that it did hurt you, and so I offer my apology, right? Instead of going to ego and being like, oh, you're just making a big thing out of it, or well, too bad you took it that way, kind of thing. Like, don't let your ego get in the way, because there might be someone here that might be coming in, or things might get a little heated with someone, and your guides are like, just, respect both sides of the story. For some of you, you might be going into business administration. You might be negotiating something here. What else? Maybe someone's coming in with some type of an offer. Make sure that you are also speaking up for yourself, okay, for some of you. We have the energy is gaining momentum. And we have a new romantic cycle begins. So for some of you, this is in regards to other people. We have Libra here. There is a new moon. New moons also talk about new beginnings. So for some of you, there's new connections. There's new people. There's a new, maybe a new partnership that's forming. Okay. For others of you, this could be new friendships as well. But the 7th house talks about other people, but also it's open enemies, the house of open enemies. So that's why I was saying, be careful who you're negotiating with. Be careful who you are. Basically, you know, who you're shaking hands with. But for others of you, this could indicate a contract as well. You know, this could indicate someone coming in to try to balance the scales with you, to try to reach some type of mediate with you. And I feel like for some of you, this might be hard for you to accept. Okay, and your guides are saying, remember that you are good enough. You're good enough for that contract. You're good enough for that negotiation. You're good enough for that business. You're good enough for that program. You're good enough for that school. You're good enough for your dreams, for your goals, whatever it is that you want to go after. You are good enough. Work with the color purple. And it's so interesting because even my nails are like a lilac. Work with purple. This is the crown chakra, okay, for me. Yeah, someone is coming in to communicate something. And I feel like your guides keep saying, don't let pride get in the way. I don't know what this is about. I don't know. Yeah, new start is coming. With the new moon. When is the new moon? Hold on, you guys. We have a new moon happening on the 27th, and is going to be in the sign of Virgo. Interesting. So for some of you, this could be around work, okay? This could also be the next new moon in Libra. Ooh, speaking about school, there's lessons you're learning about other people or connection with other people. For some of you, you have gained your rite of passage. You have learned difficult things. You know, just like my dream, if you skip the intro, I was at school in my dream. So for some of you, you have graduated from being a student to being the teacher. For others of you, you might be teaching something. You might be going back to school. For others of you, you are learning. You are barely learning something, some big lessons around connections, love. For others of you, this is a new cycle that you're just starting, okay? To learn to mediate in connections, friendships, business. For others of you, this could be that you have just graduated from that, right? That you just, now you're ready for your tribe. Now you're ready for people who are going to meet you halfway, who are going to balance the scales for you. So there's going to be, you know, different levels here, okay? Different cycles. Truth revealed. For many of you, there's going to be a lot of truth being revealed in regards to other people. To other contracts. But I feel like this is good because at the bottom you do have abundance and preparation and harvest. So I feel like this is good for many of you, okay? And of course, I always have to honor the shadow aspect of things. That's just the way it is. We can't just pretend that it's all light and all good news all the time. I wish I could, but I can't. It's not the way it goes. Let's see. We have here perfectionism. For some of you, again, this is an ego thing, right? Wanting to be perfect, wanting something to, you know, be good at the first try or at the first shot at maybe a connection or a program or a business contract. Again, there's some type of negotiation that we're learning here. To learn to negotiate. And deserving. Again, didn't we just have this for you guys? You guys need to know that you are deserving of love. You are deserving of that which you want. You are good enough. And you do deserve this. You deserve happiness. You deserve health. You deserve love. And for some of you, you're going to have to communicate this to someone. I don't know. It feels like you're going to have a tough conversation with someone about a contract or something. And be like, no, this is what I want. This is what I'm expecting. I'm also getting here allow. Okay, so allow to receive. Yeah. You have to be open to receiving. Because it gives me the energy of like some of you are asking for something, but at the same time you push it away. Like once it's here, you push it away. the Knight of Wands, someone is coming in. Something is coming in fast, or you're taking fast action towards something. For some of you, might be moving, you might be relocating, but you're feeling passionate about whatever this is. And you're like, yes, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm moving towards. But we see the Five of Wands. So there's some type of internal struggle or external struggle. Let's see. And the Four of Wands. But I feel like there will be harmony. There will be balance with the 11-11 here. For some of you, this is in regards to home and family as well. Okay, or like, let's say you're planning a wedding, or you're planning a home event or a baby shower or something like this. I see like people being on different like different terms. Like someone wants something, someone wants a different type of bouquet, and the other person wants another different type of bouquet, and you're like, well, I want chocolate cake, and somebody else being like, no, but I want tres leches. Or, you know, there's something here where you're gonna have to mediate. Like your guides are saying, you're learning the lesson around mediating. Okay, do not give your power away. You do have to voice what you want, but also learn to mediate. Okay. We're going to use Colette Baron Reed. For those who chose the mediator spirit, what do they need to know at this time? That you're blessed. You might be seeing 222 a lot, 1111, 111. Time to go. For some of you, okay, for some of you, you need to go. There's something that you know you need to go. You need to leave. I feel like, okay, now I'm getting another message here, okay? So again, that's what I was saying. Hold on, let me show you guys something. Okay, how do I put this? Hold on, you guys. This is what happens when I'm like, hold on. Let me try to put it all, like make it make sense. That's what I want to do. I want to make sure that everyone who hears it makes sense. It makes sense to whoever it needs to reach, okay? I'm getting this message for some of you. You've been mediating. You know, this reminds me a lot of Sun in Libra. A lot. If you have Sun in Libra, you know, a lot of people perceive that as to be a detriment because the Sun is the king. The Sun is your power. It's your ego, right? He is the boss. He is. And so when the Sun is in Libra, because Libra likes to negotiate, it negotiates his power. But when have we seen a king negotiate his power or you know, who he is? And so I feel like there's something here that you've been negotiating a lot. And I feel like it's become a problem. It's become a problem because I feel like whatever this is, it's like we've been mediating, but not for you either. And that's why I kept saying it's important that you also voice yourself, your needs, your wants. Because I feel like for some of you, like I said, you've been mediating too much. You've been negotiating too much, but at the cost of you. And so for a lot of you, I feel like you're finally going to be able to go, or you're getting the nudge that maybe it's time to go in order for you to walk away from the conflict. And I feel like the higher power, you might be seeing 4-4 as well. And 2 and 2 is 4. You know you've been receiving a call to go because you've been stuck in some type of cycle, but it's like you keep trying to mediate. You've been trying to negotiate it. You've still been like, oh, well, maybe it'll work. Maybe if I do this, maybe if I do that, maybe if I negotiate with this person, maybe if I give them what they want, things are going to change. And your guides are saying you have to remember that you are worthy, that you are good enough, that you are deserving of happiness. You are deserving of harmony. You are deserving of love. And don't be afraid to come to the edge. Don't be afraid to take a chance. Don't be afraid to go. Because I feel like the moment that you go, there will be peace and there's a new life waiting for you. But that does mean that you have to go on this journey. And so far, it has only been on your mind, but it's something that you've been wanting to co-create with Spirit. And I feel like you know that if you do that, there will be Treasure Island here, but it does require you to go the distance. And you have to go through this period of regeneration, but we cannot just be thinking and thinking about it, because if we do, we're stuck in this in-between world, but you keep refusing to close this cycle out. And I feel like you already know you took the mask off, you took the veil off, And your guides are like, it's time to chop wood. That's it. I'm leaving it at that. I'm leaving it at that because I feel like that is what's going on. Pile number 1. I know that was heavy. I know that was kind of like, you know. But I will leave you with a surrender. What do you need to surrender? What does pile number 1 need to surrender? What does pile number 1 need to surrender? Surrender to your creativity. Yeah. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in your power. This always gives me sacral and solar, but mostly sacral. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Yeah, there's something here that, again, you keep mediating. You keep negotiating something, but it's not in your favor. But that is what I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that it resonated. If it did, let me know in the comment section. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. So if you chose the archetype of God, this is your pile. So let's see what is going on. With light attributes, we have benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. The shadow aspect is despotism, cruelty, and using power to control people. Okay. What I'm getting with this card is whatever it is that you're going through right now, it's out of your control. I don't know why that's coming out that way, but that's what I'm hearing. Like God's finger. Maybe a yod was activated or several yods were activated in your astrology chart. But I'm hearing it's out of your control. I don't know. There's something here that feels like it's out of your control. I feel like also there's a sense of recognizing that you yourself are the creator of your life. That everything that you need is within you. I'm also feeling like right now during this time, it's important that you learn to have compassion for yourself, but also, you know, with others as well. There might be a lot of people that are coming in to test you as well. Again, like I said, for pile 1, we need to also recognize the shadow of things. It's not always light. I wish it was, but it isn't. So there's something here. You might be attracting people that are coming in to exert some type of power over you. We have confidence in your creations. Okay. So pile number 2, right now you need to trust yourself. You need to trust your own guidance. You might have a cat. We have a cat here. Don't be afraid of your own independence. Don't be afraid of your own intuition here. The card says, trust in the power of God's creativity, which is being manifested through you. There is something here that I feel like you have a calling to do, but for some reason you're either wanting to go externally and ask for validation from others. We have the card let go that just flew out, and it says release the desire to control this situation. What did I say? For some of you, there's something here. Either other people are coming in to control something in your life or to exert some type of power, but I feel like you're aware of it. You're aware of it, and you're just like, okay, I know what you're trying to do. I know, you know, what this situation is trying to teach me, because I do feel like this is a big lesson for you. And I feel like your guides are saying it's okay. Blocks have been lifted. Things are not going to be as difficult as they were, is what I'm picking up here for you. But let go of control, because like I said, whatever is going on right now, it isn't in your control. It's not. Everything is going to resolve itself. You need to trust. It says previous obstacles came from fear and they are now lifted away. And that's the thing. I feel like there might be certain things that are coming back around that are creating or reminding you of these fears that you had, and don't allow them to create blocks in your life anymore. Okay, I feel like you're looking at fears in a different way. I feel like things that used to shake you up before don't shake you up no more. It's like you're not afraid. Yeah, you're not afraid of your own success. You're not afraid of not being successful. Like your guides are saying you did it. You did it. You learned the lesson. You learned the lesson. You've learned that the blocks that you had were very 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords. So they were blocks that were created by your mind. But there's prosperity coming in and a lot of recognition, pile number 2. A lot of recognition. It says you and your accomplishments are receiving appreciation and honors. If you're thinking about launching something, if you're thinking about doing something, starting something, a creative project, a business, going to school, whatever it is, your guides are saying go for it because your creations right now are blessed, okay? But also, if anything comes up, and we were just talking about this in a coaching session, if anything comes up, really see what this obstacle is trying to teach you. Is it that you're going too fast? Is it that, we're overlooking something? Is it that we need to look at something from a different perspective? Support and guidance. Whatever it is that you're going through right now, your guides are sending you a lot of angelic energy around you to help you solve things. And we have your ancestors coming out as well. So you have a lot of support. A lot of support during this time. Don't be afraid to ask for spiritual support, but also if you need to delegate as well. I feel for many of you, you've been in this winter energy or something's happening around winter. There's been a lot of releasing that you've been doing. A lot of shadow work that you've been doing around letting go of control. Yeah, you've been in this period of not a lot of things happening, okay? You've been in this period of waiting. You've been waiting for something. You've been praying. You've been connecting with your spiritual team. The 4 of Swords always reminds me of prayer. So for some of you, maybe you've been praying a lot, meditating. You've been in this hermit mode. But also the 4 of Swords reminds me a lot of having peace of mind, right? Because with the blocks being lifted, it's kind of making me think like you were very much in your head about something. And I feel like these thoughts are finally, you're laying your swords to rest here. Yes, you're mastering the air element. You're mastering your thoughts, your mind here with the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of victory. There's a lot of devil energy here. A lot of fears rooted in maybe in a masculine energy around you, okay? But you've learned this lesson about standing in your personal power. You guys are shining, but at the same time, you guys are healing as well. We do have the Queen of Wands that flew out. So this does tell me that there is a lot of personal power. A lot of creativity. There's a lot of money here. There was a lot of issues around self-worth. That's coming up as well for you guys. Pile 2. Wow, a new start is coming. Your guides want you to know that there's a new start, there's a new phase, there's a new cycle here. And it will have to do with communication, okay? Whether it be through podcasting, journalism, writing, teaching. You're using your voice or some form of communication here. And your guides are saying, be bold, make the first move. And the Queen of Swords, okay. Maybe for some of you have air. But the Queen of Wands, you have to be bold, and she is bold. She is bold. She is authentic. She's very comfortable in her skin. I feel like it's going to be time for you guys to go. Because you've been holding a vision. You've been holding something here. Yeah, you've been holding something. You're like, I'm going to hold on to this. Because you know that it is... Wow, as I said that, yeah. You know that it is part of your future with the North Node. You know it's part of your destiny, but you do have to step out of your comfort zone. And I feel like that was the biggest obstacle for you. And so you had to work through your fears. And I feel like there's people that are probably mirroring those fears to you right now. And your guides are saying it's okay, stand in your power. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Let's see. Wow, time to go. You're also getting the same message. It's time to go. Time to get out of your comfort zone. It's time to go to build new blocks, to build a new stability, to build a new foundation for yourself, pile number 2. Because you know that something is not for you. There was something here that was not for you. This could be in regards to a connection or a group of people, okay, with the soulmates being here. For some of you, I feel like you just got keys to a new home. That's kind of the energy that I'm picking up on. Fork on the road, but you're still you're thinking about it. You're trying to make this decision to be fair. Yeah, you're trying to make this decision. You're like, I don't know. You're like, should I not? Let's see. I want to see what is not for them. I want to pull a different deck because I want to clarify that one. What is not for them? The Seducer, the Knight of Cups. This is the knights here in this deck are kings, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the King of Cups. Can we have Cancer energy here? Could be a romantic interest. But this is a king. You feel in your heart something is not for you. But we have the Queen of Cups. It's like divine counterparts. Masculine and feminine energies of the water element. For some of you, maybe you've been going to therapy to talk this situation out. For some of you, you might be at crossroads in regards to a partner or a partnership. But there's going to be movement in regards to this. This is the Eight of Wands. There's going to be movement here. Yeah, you've been in heavy contemplation about whatever this is. Surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. Yeah, there's something here that is frustrating you, and that frustration is creating these obstacles. I feel like for some of you, maybe you needed to take a step back, or you're going to be taking a step back in order for you to gain clarity around this situation, because whatever it is pulling at your heartstrings. But the king and the queen are very mature about their emotions. But there is an energy of needing to step out of your comfort zone here, because something is your destiny. But it's like your guides are saying it's okay for you to not know right now. It's okay for you to let go. It's okay for you to surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. I feel like your guides are saying allow the situation to be handled by the divine and by your spiritual team, because there is going to be movement here with the Eight of Wands. There's going to be movement or communication. And I feel like you know this at an intuitive level with the High Priestess being here. Whether this be a message from a person, whether this be something in regards to your creations, your career. But there's going to be a balancing out here of energies. Yeah, there's a push and pull energy here, is what I'm getting. But also at the bottom, we have surrender comparisons with other people. Focus your eyes trained. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strength, attractiveness, and power. Yeah, don't be comparing yourself to other people. Don't be doing that. Because we're not like other people. We are unique, you know? But that is what I have for you, pile number 2. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. How are you guys doing? For some reason, I'm so mellow in your energy. Whoa. Pile number 1 was like message after message. Like the energy was like intense, very passionate. And pile number 3, you're just like very mellow. Maybe you're feeling very good. You're feeling very relaxed. Maybe you're in your element. Maybe you're at home. You're all cozy or something. I don't know. But we have you chose the teacher archetype. So the light attribute is ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. And the shadow attribute is manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. We have math here. So you might be trying to figure something out. You might be trying to budget. You might be a math teacher, okay, a physics teacher as well. Or you might be taking physics math class. Probabilities. I'm hearing probabilities. Okay. For some of you, might be wanting to go into teaching or taking a class of some sort. Maybe you might be in university. Maybe you've been wanting to learn a new skill. But you're very wise. You're an old soul here, pile number 3. Let's see. Ooh, the High Priestess. For some of you, you are like a spiritual elder, or you are someone who has a lot of esoteric knowledge, okay? And I feel like it just comes to you. You're someone who might have a lot of Cancer or Virgo in your chart, okay? Or Pisces, because I associate Pisces and Cancer and Virgo with the High Priestess. Doesn't have to be. Maybe your initials are a B and a J, first and last name. But the High Priestess is someone who observes. She observes, she holds, you know, she stands in between our reality and the spiritual, right? She is very wise and she has access to everything. The High Priestess doesn't reveal everything until she feels that you're ready for it. The High Priestess is someone who, en su misericordia, who speaks like that? That is interesting. I never used that word, en su misericordia. Maybe you have a religious background? Could be. Maybe you like pomegranate. Maybe you're having a pomegranate juice. I don't know. But you're very intuitive. Maybe you've been hearing the intuitive call to teach, to join a class. Okay, to expand on your wisdom. But you're very wise. You're very, very wise. Another 2. Maybe you're seeing 222. Maybe your birthday's on the 22nd of a month, the 2nd of a month. Or there's something you're going to be stepping into teaching or perfecting a skill right now in 2022. But I see you wanting to explore something with the 2 of Wands. I see you trying to make a decision. Like, what else can I conquer? What else can I do? But the High Priestess holds everything within herself. She's very wise. And she follows her intuition. Always. We have the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you got to pay attention to your dreams, pile number 3. Because at the bottom, we do have the Moon. I feel like there's a judgment call that you need to make with the Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's a decision here that you need to make. And I feel like you know this. I feel like you do, and I feel like you know that by making this decision that your intuition has been telling you to do, or maybe a teacher gave you some type of words or some wisdom or reminded you of something that triggered you, or maybe that, not triggered, but kind of like turned on the light or like flipped the switch, something in your intuition that you're like, oh, okay, that can be, that's too much of a coincidence kind of thing, right? I feel like once you make this decision, though, to move past what's comfortable, this is where you will find your abundance, your financial freedom here. And you're worthy of it, because the 9 of Pentacles, it is Venus in Virgo. So again, we were mentioning Virgo earlier, right? You know, you don't have to be perfect at something to get your feet wet in a subject or something. I don't know why that keeps coming up. You have like this pile number 3. This is turning into what is your spiritual gifts right here. It's like you are very connected to high counsel. Either you're supposed to be a teacher, a life coach, or a counselor, or someone who counsels others. Like there's something that your information that you get with each client or with each person that you interact with, is like it's very unique to each individual. It's like there is no set kind of like book or course or curriculum that you follow, because it's like it's information that you get, but not from the books, but from high counsel. It's from your intuition. It's from your subconscious. You're here to help evolve humanity in some way. Students, your students, whoever they are to you, because you're about to meet them, pile number 3. And I feel like you have important information to give these students, and it's all about their potential, but also you need to see your own potential as well. Yeah, but you need to have confidence. There's something here that you're still lacking a little bit. And I feel like that's Venus and Virgo, right? Because in Vedic, that's not seen as the best placement, depending. But, you know, this is the partner that will stick with you till the end of time. Like, this is the partner that will, you know, nourish and, like, if we're looking at that Venus and Virgo energy, they'll get things done. Venus and Virgo will get things done. That's for sure. Even though they can be very harsh. I know this because this is my natal placement in Vedic astrology. But I feel like for some of you might be wanting to teach something around self-love or nourishment or like eating healthy, okay? Or like being vegan, or maybe even having like healthier relationships with yourself and with others as well. But there's something here that you're meant to help others so they can have a healthy connection to their creativity, their potential, their sense of confidence, their sensuality. Like I said, this is going to give you money. And I feel like you've been preparing for this. I feel like for some of you, you're going to be known for something, some type of course, something that you will be teaching, or a skill that you're taking. And I feel like you've seen this in your dream. Look at that dream guide. Yeah, and your guides keep saying there's no one way of doing this. Don't limit yourself. But there's someone that is coming in your dream to guide you. In your dreams to guide you, yeah. Wow, this is very specific. So if that's not resonating with you, feel free to pick another pile. I feel like you've seen this. Prophecy. This is something that you're meant to be doing. I feel like you're probably stepping into your life purpose. It's like you've become aware of what that is. And I feel like it's, I don't know, for some of you, it's a little bit scary. But you're not, it's like all this information that's coming in, it's coming from high counsel. To the sea. Chaos and conflict. There's new gifts that you're tapping into, pile number 3. There is. I feel like you're adjusting to them, or you're trying to figure them out. You're like, wait, is this for me? Is this not? Am I making this up? No, you're not. Okay, you're not making this up. I feel like you're being asked to kind of like get out of this box that you've put yourself in. Maybe there's a label, maybe there's a title that you held onto, and your guides are like, no. Time to get out of the box. Get out of the box. You might have a cat, okay, for some of you, not for all of you. But it's like your subconscious with the water being here is guiding you, is directing you to where it is that you need to go. I feel like the biggest thing here is going to be time management, okay? Don't allow distractions to keep you off your path. That's another thing, because chaos and conflict might come up, but that's testing your commitment. Yeah, your guides are saying keep going. So if you've already been doing this, keep going. Keep going because you're on the right path. Remember, when we're on the right path, a lot of things tend to come up. A lot of like curveballs. Your guides are saying journaling. For some of you, you're meant to be a journalist or you want to do journaling. For others of you, they're saying daily practice creates the teacher, right? Divine guidance. You're receiving, pile number 3, you're very connected to not only, it's like, how can I put this? I can't even explain it. It's like when I try to explain my guides, I can't. Because I'm like, it's not just one thing. It's like you have a whole group of people. Like a whole, it's like a telephone. It's like you're connected to so many. You have so many guides, pile number 3. So many guides. And they're all coming in right now because, again, you're meant to teach something very powerful here, something that is meant to evolve and help others. What do they need to let go of during this journey? What do they need to let go of? Surrender worry. Yeah, there's something here, and I feel like that's what brings the chaos and the conflict. Or when things kind of get a little bit difficult, it's like, look, this zebra, it's been a zebra all along, but it was trying to be a giraffe. And so there's this dismantling, there's this ego, there's this sense of identity that is falling away. There's something here, like I said, it's like you held on to a label or a box or an identity that I feel like it served a purpose and it taught you what it needed to teach you. But your guides are saying, you, in reality, you are a zebra. You are unique. And I feel like because you're going through this process of kind of like shedding an identity or like taking one hat to put on another one, it's like it's creating worry because you're like, well, how are others going to take it? How am I going to take it? Will I be able to do it? How is family or whoever is around you? And so it brings this anxiety. But your guys are saying, let that go. Let that anxiety go because you've been procrastinating for far too long. I feel like for some of you, you already knew exactly what your purpose was. And you're kind of like, oh, I'll do it later. Or no, I'm not ready yet. Like I'll, kind of like me in teaching, right? I always like to give personal examples because I feel like people can relate to that. But like me in teaching, right? Teaching tarot, teaching Reiki, like it's one of those things that I feel like I knew I had to do it, and there's many other things that I know I need to do, but because of fear and because of stepping out of my comfort zone and because of stepping out of what is familiar to me, it's hard. It's not easy. And so if you guys are going through something like that, just know that you're not the only one, that, we all go through stuff, and it's normal to fear change, and it's normal to fear the unknown, and it's normal to get worried. It's normal to get anxious. It's, we all tend to procrastinate. Absolutely. And I feel like also it's because this negative thinking comes up a lot, and so we're just like, okay, we'll do it later, or no, I haven't learned that yet, or no, I'm not, I can do it better, I can, I'll do it when I'm ready. But in reality, when are we really truly ready? Sometimes in life it's like we just have to go for it. We just have to take that leap of faith. And your last card here is surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. And that is the thing. You got to believe that you are also deserving of it. You have to believe that miracles can also happen for you too. And I feel like that's something that your intuition is trying to tell you. So whatever it is that you're wanting to do but you've been putting on the back burner, go for it. Keep going. Don't let your fears, don't let your doubt, don't let your negative thinking get in the way, whether that be teaching that you're going to be doing, or whether that be you're putting a business, whatever it is. Your guides are saying, go to sea, ride the wave, see where it takes you. Don't allow fear to hold you back. But that is what I have for you, pile number 3. Take care. Bye.